Hey everybody, so I just want to give you a little introduction to how to use Zoom. You can see right here I'm at my homepage, I'm at Google, and my pastor has already emailed me a link to go to a Zoom meeting. So I'm just going to open up my email. I keep my email in Gmail. That's a great free program that gets you email right in your browser. But wherever you get your email, you're already used to doing that. You're just going to go check it, and here it is. We got Zoom example from Pastor Ryan Gaffney, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. And if I click on it, a new window is going to appear that is from zoom.com, and it's going to launch. And down here it says that if nothing prompts from the browser, I can click there to launch the meeting or download and run Zoom. So if I download and run Zoom, then I'm going to get a new program. It's a free program installed on my computer that will help me to run meetings more efficiently. Or if I click here, I can try to start it right in my browser. And you can see I got a new little sentence here. If you cannot download or run the application, start it from your browser. So let's just do that. Let's do the simplest thing in the world first, shall we? We're just going to start it from the browser, and it's going to ask my permission before it forces me to do anything. So it doesn't want to violate my privacy. I've got to give it permission to listen to the audio, but I want it to listen to the audio, so I'm going to give it that permission. Then I'm going to go down here where it's got a little camera through a line through it, and I'm going to start the video. And there I am. Now you can see me, and anybody else that's in this Zoom meeting that my pastor invited me to, they would be able to see me too. But hey, let's have some fun, shall we? Let's go back. Let's close this, and we'll go back over here, and let's try installing the client. I want to give you as much information as we can about how this looks. So I want to download and run Zoom, and it's going to ask me where I want to put it. Let's just put it on the desktop. That seems like a perfectly good place. I've got Chrome, so my downloads are right there. But if you just get it from wherever you put it. So if I put it on the desktop, I'd open up my desktop, and I'm installing my Zoom client now. So you can see it's really quick. It's not a big program. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And this should open automatically. There it is. It showed up down here, and we're connecting, and bam, I'm back here again. And remember, it's gonna ask permission. So I do want my computer audio because I want to be able to hear, and I want to be able to see. So I've got that just like that. I'm in gallery view. This is a handy little setting. I can switch between gallery view and speaker view. If you've got a bunch of people in a conversation, gallery view lets you see all of the people, and they'll kind of fill up your screen. It'll look like the Brady Bunch. Speaker view will automatically see who's making noise, and it'll make their picture the biggest. So that's a fun setting. One other fun setting people like to play with a lot, it's just a kind of, I don't know, it's a thing people are into. If you go down to choose virtual background, you can add a virtual background. So here, if I want Khan Noonan Singh to be my virtual background guy, I can have Captain Kirk and Khan be behind me while I'm in a Zoom meeting. It doesn't really have much of a practical purpose, but you can see I'm right here, and Khan and Kirk are hanging out with me. So that's something you can do. All right. Well, I hope that gives you a good introduction in how to use Zoom on a PC. It's going to be pretty much the same with a Macintosh, and I'll try to give more information on how to do it if you've got a smartphone. but really that's going to be pretty much the same too. You're just going to want to download an app. I hope this helps. All right, I'm going to try to show you how to do the same thing on a smartphone. This is my smartphone, and I'm just going to try to hold it up to the screen like this. I know it's a little janky, but we're doing the best we can here. Come on, it's a global pandemic. So first of all, I'm just going to check my email. This is my email app right here. So I'm checking my email. I've got the same Zoom example because my pastor is emailing me the links to go to Zoom meetings, right? Pastors, we're always emailing links. And this link has a password already included, just like on my desktop. So now I'm going to click on that, and it asks me what program I want to run it with. Do I want to run it with Chrome, or do I want to run it with Zoom? And if I've already gone and downloaded the Zoom app, I'll have the choice to run it with Zoom. Otherwise, I can use Chrome. And since I am excited about this new opportunity, I'm going to use Zoom. In fact, I'm always going to use Zoom. And here we go. It already has the meeting ID entered in, and I'm hitting sign in. You saw that there was sign in there. It asked me for an email address and a password. Of course, Google already owns my life, so they already know my email address and password, so I'm just going to click Google. If you don't, you can just type in your email and password. That's fine. And we're launching. It should launch in a few seconds, or I can click Launch Zoom. We're loading that. Let me take a peek at it. Oh, and it's now waiting for the host to start the meeting, which, because this is an example, I'm the host. I started a meeting to make a video about, so it's not opening. But if you were not the host and your pastor did invite you to a meeting, it'd be as simple as that. Pretty much all you have to do is read the screen and do what it says to do. It's not. It can be different, but it's not. Nothing's going to catch fire. Nothing's going to break. You just take steps, and if you have problems, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. But on phones, you're going to be much better off if you download an app. You're just going to go to your App Store or your Play Store. You're going to download the Zoom app. On a computer, you have the option. But basically, you run it, and remember to give permission for video and audio. And then once you're in the chat, people can see you. Oh, I should give this tip. Actually, let me open Zoom back up again, and I'll show this important tip. You can see I'm just now that I've already got it installed, it wants to open Zoom meeting, so I'm just opening this up again because I forgot to say something. And it's a good example. It's good reinforcement. Join with computer audio. Start the video. I can admit myself on my phone. So you can see I'm here and I'm there. Oh, that's funny. I hold up my phone and it deletes it as the background here. If I hold it in front of my face, you can see I'm there. I just wanted to give this mute button some attention. It's a good idea to know how to use the mute button. Oftentimes, if you're in a meeting with a lot of people in it, it is better just to leave yourself muted most of the time. And then if you want to talk, you just press your space bar and it'll unmute yourself for as long as you're talking. And then you let go of the space bar and it mutes you again. That's just a kind of courtesy thing. Of course, if you're in a small meeting, it doesn't matter and you can leave the mute on. But that's something I always want to let people know about if they have half a chance. All right. That is all I can think of right now. If you have any questions, feel free to let people know. And again, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. And I hope this was helpful. Thanks.